off your hands. Yes, we were getting on that well, too.
I know, Rab. It can't be helped.
Oh, dear God, take a swatch at this beezer here. What the hell, that's not a doctor.
Have some dignity. This is a harmony zone.
Oh, get a name, woman, it's a psycho one. It's a priory for scum.
Keep your voice down. It's no right to be flippant in here.
I'm not being flippant. I was sectioned once myself. Why, Chris, you should know. You signed a consent form.
This has been one gay romantic whirl after another.
Oh, well. Don't worry about it. Gash is on a section 4. That's a doddle. It's like being in the Hilton, except you take away your shoelaces. It's a section 2 and 3. That's the one you want to worry about. That's when they might take a notion to strap you down and zap you. Next thing you know, you're stotting about in a bubble hat, swapping comics with the Waynes.
Are you Gash Nesbitt's parents?
Aye, that's us.
Can I have a wee word?
All right, aye.
I'm telling you, some of these incomers can't understand a word they're saying. I'm cleaning their houses and I'm miming moppy and they're saying, don't shoot, human rights. I'm no racist, but see if I hear another Romanian family playing the gill from Ipanina on a flat accordion and a one-string guitar, I'll banjo the lot of them. Here, where'd I put my keys?
They'll be in your...
Oh, they're in my hand. Honest to God, sometimes I think I'm losing the plot.
I've been telling you that for months. Your mother went the same way with the Alzheimer's. Staring at a bus stop naked, except for a rainmate and a faraway expression.
Don't start that again. Mind you, your heart goes out to them. There they are, strangers in a strange land. You've got to have compassion for them. There was one lassie the day. Hungarian, Virag, absolutely beautiful. 26-year-old, widowed, alone, left to bring up a wee Wayne, vulnerable.
No coming out?
What do you mean you're no coming out? This is a nut house, for God's sake. Sorry, no offence, hen.
And you think it's any better out there? Frying pans and fires mean anything to you?
If Gash chooses, he can remain here as a voluntary patient. I'll leave you alone to discuss it.
2 years ago, I was living the dream. OK, I still couldn't see my daughter, but I had my woman, my job, my ain wee gingerbread duplex.
Well, unfortunately, that was repossessed by the sugar plum bailiffs.
So, I lose my woman, my house, I go into tailspin. Well, that's the way of the world. I'm just one more credit crunch loser, big wowee.
You've no lost everything, son. You've still got your family. He could come and live with us, couldn't he, Rab?
Eh? Oh, listen, son, they do a lovely schizoid suite up the cycle wing. They've got rubber cutlery, dolphin tapes, the whole 9 yards.
Rab! See, it would never work.
All right, look, for your mother's sake, will you give it a go?
What for? I've got it made in here. Finger paints, rubber sheets, a Wendy house without negative equity. It's too big out there, it would drive me nuts.
You're nuts already, so it's a win-win.
Please, son, give life a try. For my sake.
If it doesn't work out, I can sign myself back in.
Please.
Now, come on, get your arse in gear before Anton Dubek there calls you for a rumba. Come on, move it!
Now remember, Rab, his woman has left him, so big him up.
Right. Well, son, that's been a spot of good news. Your bird leaving you, eh? You've got your whole life ahead of you, haven't you? To do whatever the hell you like. You can jet ski, you can hang glide, you can watch Countdown. I'm not really hitting the spot with this positive spin carry on, am I?
No, really, no. But for once it isn't your fault. Lorna called me boring, can you believe that?
Why, you, Sunshine Gash, the cheery Charlie Chester of the crack pipe.
Well, that's just it. Once I cleaned up my act, she lost interest.
Oh, that's not true, son. Lorna really respected you for giving up drugs. She told me that herself.
Here we go, the dreaded R word. That's the worst thing a woman can do for a man. Respect him.
What do you know about women?
I know this much. You respect Vince Cable. You respect Alex Salmon. But you drop your drawers for Daniel Craig. Am I right?
I don't believe this. My bird's left me. I'm fresh out the hospital and now have a picture in my head of my ma bending hour for Daniel Craig.
I never said anything about bending hour. You made that bit up.
I must be sicker than I thought.
I thought you were trying to help.
Listen, son. You're an ex-drug fiend. And I'm a recovering alcoholic. But I tell you, blood is thicker than water, isn't it? So, hands across the hepatitis C. Easy.
Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate that. And relax. I won't be here for long.
Tell me this, son. When was the last time you saw wee Peaches?
I saw her in triplicate when I was in acid. She was a blur on speed. But now I've cleaned up my act. I'd love to see Peaches again.
Would you love her enough to stay at the nut house?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, what do you think?
Great. Except her ma's a banshee.
You forget my special gifts. Unlike Daniel Craig, I am one of the few men that can charm the knickers onto a woman.
Good luck, Mr. Bond.
Brady! He's not that kind of nutter. You're not going to need a machete. Unless, of course, you're coming via Paisley. Aye. All right. Listen, you get the teas in and I'll be right there. OK.
Hey, Da. I feel right glake it's sat here. How'd it go?
Oh, clockwork. Well, this is nice, isn't it? This is bringing back memories. Remember when I used to take you to the adventure playground when you were away?
Aye. I was 8 but before I realised it was a pub cellar. You used to tell me that the beer crates were Lego blocks.
Oh, you're going to split hairs. Right, I'll away and see Brady and I'll be right back, OK?
All right.
Look at this state of you. Now, don't be doing any of that feathers for justice stuff when I'm not here. Chain yourself the railings round here, they'll stab you and knock your iPod.
OK. And Da?
Eh?
Hurry back.
Aye. Just, you have some of your beta blockers and a wee Prozac and Daddy'll be right back. They grow up that quick, don't they?
Mr. Cotter. Mr. Cotter.
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. It's that tambourin folk music for a great Hungarian plainer. I can't get enough of it.
I'm glad you like the music of my country. Tea?
Oh, thank you. Have you no milk?
Milk?
Squeezy, daddy.
Milk. In Hungary, milk is for the babies, not for tea.
No matter hee-haw milk. Scottish man, easy oozy.
It's very kind of you to come. I was not expecting any more visit.
It's tradition in my country. Scottish man here, young widow alone. Him washcock and juke straight round to her. Young widow, no worry. Scottish man joke. Him not come on sniff. Him no look whole.
You are very kind. My manners. I have only one chair, please.
You have come to the right country. In Scotland, many chairs. Someday, Jamesie, take you to traditional Scottish furniture shop. IKEA. Please to rest Bahuki.
Schneppen. Thank you very much.
My country civilised. Here, Fred Goodwin. Here, Lucky Dips. Speaking of which, you have bed here. You have bed here in my country?
Unfortunately not. A crib for my daughter only, but a sleeping bag for me. Oh, but it's okay. Maybe they sell lovers also in IKEA, yes?
Used to run past Scottish man again?
Well, without my husband, life is lonely. And the bed is not the same without a warm, loving body next to you. Am I right?
Oh, young one, don't know worry. In my country, many beds. Scottish man brings straight out and find dirty big one and bring back pronto. No danger.
All right, sweetheart. Remember me?
This is your Grandpa Nesbitt. He used to play Skipmore when he was lying pissed in the street. Remember?
I've been looking forward to this. It's lovely to see you again, Peaches.
Don't call me Peaches.
She doesn't like being called Peaches. She wants her name changed by Deadpool.
What day? Pizza Hut.
Oh, that's out of order.
Oh, I'm doing she's a Nesbitt. Gluttony trots in her family. When you carry on, sweetheart.
My daddy calls me Peaches, and he's a two-timing man-whore that shacks up with that hard-faced bitch for Kinnan Park.
Waynesy, where do they pick these things up for?
Listen, I know Mary gave you the full SP, so I'll just cut to the chase. I know it's been a long time, but, well, Gash is a changed man, and he's desperate to see Peaches again, so what'd you say?
Well, why ask me? I've never tried to stop her from seeing her there.
Aye, right, you timed me at the paraffin heater on my birthday when I should have been at McDonald's with him.
Burgers are bad for you. Paraffin's non-fattening. Time's moved on. I realise that. And if her dad wants to see her, well, I understand. All I ask is that you ease her in gently. Prepare her for how he is now. You get my meaning?
Listen, sweetheart. You know normal people.
Aye.
Well, your daddy used to be one, but he isn't one now. Nowadays he's got a wee touch of, well, luminosity. And I want you to come with me and help make him better. What do you say?
Get real. If you were her age, what would you say?
A fiver?
Done.
Well?
I don't get it. He was here a minute ago. Gash! Gash! I don't know where the hell he's got to.
Oh, don't worry. He's probably popped into his gentleman's club for a cream tea and a crack pipe.
He's half the gear.
Well, he's made tubes out of us once too often. It'll never happen again, I promise you that. Moan, honey.
Mammy, CBL innit? Is it catching?
How do you mean?
Dear God, he gave me a fright of my life.
Go easy, Rab. He's not well.
No, well, I was up to Hydo. I took a nutter into a kiddie's play park. And when I come back, he was gone. Geez, I was thinking all sorts. He came in the bushes with a packet of Werther's Originals and a rent boy.
I don't like Werther's Originals.
Do you like rent boys?
No.
Are you gay?
No!
Well, get your arse out the closet. There's confused people trying to get in.
He used to love that cupboard tea. Till he was 14, he used to curry down amongst the towels. He'd fall asleep sitting in the corner of one. He was that cute.
Oh, stop that. My stomach heaves when you start spouting that guff.
It's your own fault. You never gave me enough love as a child.
Here, you mind your language, boy. Your mother's present.
Well, he has got a point, Rab.
I never get any love from my father. It never did me any harm.
You were a psychotically disturbed alcoholic.
I'm for Govan. How would have happened anyway?
Open your heart, Rab. You are a Christian. Are you not big enough to extend an olive branch?
Oh, tell Muncher.
What?
You want an olive branch?
Ram it right up your arse.
See what I'm up against? I'm trying to be sensitive here, you doolally bastard that you are.
Think, Rab, if you were him, what would get you out of that cupboard?
Listen, Peaches needs a fairer. So, if you look come out for our sake, at least come out for hers. Blackmail, eh? The old values.
Brag! Scottish man bring scratcher. Also bring traditional gift. Pack of 3 in hunting Stuart tartan. Very good for...
She know in, mate?
Who the hell is that? Do you live in a lift?
Aye, it's only temporary. I get chucked out my flat for keeping a dolphin in the bath. The bastard bit my horn off. How unlucky is that? A dolphin with anger issues. That's how I get the wee dog.
Aye, never mind that. How'd you like the easiest 50 pence you'll ever make in your life?
Aye, sweet, aye. I'm Mambo, by the way. Oh, sorry.
Right, here. Make sure she gets to bed. And give her this.
Is that your arse?
No, it's my face. I just didn't shave that morning. Right, is that left one?
Be my guest, sir. First floor, pish and broken bottles. Ground floor, muggers and haberdashery. Call again, sir. And remember, never trust a dolphin. They're only smiling on the outside.
Gash!
Mine's made up. I'm going back to the hospital. There's a free bed there, a telly, all the Play-Doh you can eat.
Oh, look, you were a bad pot. You talk some sense into him.
Your case history's different. I was an extrovert, Bampot. He was introvert. He was inside the Wendy house, shivering like a skinned whippet, whereas I was outside, making a cry for help by running amok with a sharpened chair leg.
And is that your last word?
I am not my Bampot's keeper.
And neither am I. Look, son, do you think I like the real world? Do you think I sat at my school desk daydreaming about marrying a fat bastard in sweaty wise with a face like a zoo exhibit and the pheromone allure a month-old roadkill?
Objection. We had 2 weightings, so I must have got the Elizabeth Arden deodorant stick out at least twice.
But I kept going, son. I came through my bad times and so did he.
You know what, son? Your mother's right. Because I'll tell you, see, for 30 years, I bobbed about in a flotation tank of Vicky Wine's special offers. Until your mother here, your mother, she gave me redemption. She showed me the glass was half full, and she took the glass off me and smashed it out of my head.
Hearts and flowers are never enough, son. A gaping wound can still say, I love you. It was the stitches that kept us together.
I'll tell you, only stitches will tear us apart.
I'll tell you what. I'll stay at home. And you two hit the loony bin. Your need's greater than mine.
Here.
What's this?
That's a half-full glass.
Hello?
Hello? Daddy? Is that you? It's me, Peaches.
Oh, hello, sweetheart. It's been a long time. How are you?
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy loves you too, sweetheart. Daddy loves you too.
What a day. It was absolutely mad. Mary had to see to Gash, and that left me the... Jamesie!
Aye, sweetheart.
Here's the bed.
The what?
The bed. That big soft thing we lie down in every night sat right there.
I did? You know me, I never noticed furniture. Did you check your coat pocket?
It's 7 feet square. How could it be in my coat pocket?
Well, I don't know. First it was your keys. You know, it's this. I didn't want to bring it up, but this is how it started with your mother.
I had Alzheimer's, Jamesie. She had a lot of other things as well, and one of them was an unerring instinct about you.
That's no more really like talking. It's early onset, isn't it? Oh, this is breaking my heart. I'll pray for us both, darling. Ah.
Oh. Now listen you to me. There was a bed there when I left for work this morning. There's no back there the night. I'm going to get my three nephews round here. They're going to bounce something down on you like you were a double-sprung, body-losing flea bag. Don't look to me for help. I'll be standing by, smiling, wearing 2 little bags as gloves, ready to scrape you off the pavement like runny dog shite. Now we've covered my memory. How's yours?
It's improving.
It better be.
You gave the bed to Mambo.
It was meant for you. That one thin bastard skimmed me for 50 pence.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's my fault. I blame myself. The big money probably went to his head.
But Mambo was crazy. He lived in a lift.
Scottish man's wife, worse than crazy. Scottish man's wife, Ella, snippy. Scottish man become Scottish woman.
I understand, but there is a man walking around with a bed. He won't be hard to find, yes?
In Govan? You kidding?
Sorry, missus. I'm not a boss. I'm just going to try and flog this bed round the pub, no?
Don't mind my asking, but where did you get it?
It's what you might call an unwanted gift. Some weaselly old pervert was trying to impress this Hungarian chick called Virag with it, but she wasn't in, so he left it with me. Total waste of time. The Kunzel's bound to gear one anyway, which is more than he got today, no?
This Weasley guy. Was he a kind of slippery-looking article? A 93-year-old, wearing crusty jeans, with the eyes of an unemployed rapist.
Spot on. How'd you know him?
I married him.
Christ, they say I'm mental.
A nutter? You? Where'd you get that?
Honest to God, we've had our battles in the past, but I'm telling you, Camille, when somebody questions my mental health, that's when I turn psychotic.
Looking good, Camille, like something out of Showgirls.
Looking creepy, Jamesie, like something out of Gaslight.
I'll just have a beer.
Surprise!
Ella! Oh, sweetheart. What a delight.
Guess what? I found the bed.
You did?
You were right. It was in my coat pocket all along.
It's easy done, you know. I mean, I've found a chest of drawers in the pocket of my cargo pants just this morning. What can I get you?
I fancy a cocktail. Let's see. I'll have an Alzheimer's revenge.
Oh, what?
It's a new one. Half Virag, half Torag. What'll yous have, boys? You remember my 3 nephews, don't you? There's Dwayne, Wayne, and that's Malky.
What's with the boots?
Well, I can't wear my trainers, can I? They're brand new. There might be leakage.
Leakage?
Hello? Is that emergency services? I'd like to report an accident involving some heavy boots and a rib cage. When? In about 5 minutes' time. Oh, and don't worry about a hospital bed. We'll bring our own. Laters.
Hey, Camille.
Put these in a gantry for me, will you? Right, I'm going outside for a minute. I might be gone for quite some time. OK, we're ready. My fingers! I'm going inside on in the morning.
Choco pizza, pet. I don't know how you can eat that.
Stay tuned, Nana, and you'll find it.
She gets through about 15 of them a day, isn't that right, Flower?
I've got a bad self-image, so I get beasted in to cheer myself up.
Don't you bother what anybody says about your weight. You've got a pretty face. And if you play your cards right, your granny and I'll buy you a pair of contour pants and a gastric band for your birthday.
Anything for our wee peaches.
Daddy's not coming, is he, Mammy? It's a set-up. It's just like last time, isn't it?
A set-up? That's you talking, innit?
Are you accusing me of putting words in her mouth?
You kidding? I'm no bloody room.
Arguing isn't going to help, is it? Gash gave his word that he would be here, and he will.
Aye, like last time.
Well, if he's not here within the next 5 minutes, we're out of here.
Look, if he wasn't going to show up, he would have phoned. And he hasn't, has he? That's right. Make a liar out of me, you bastard. Hello? Gash? Oh, see. Right.
Well, where is he?
Rab.
Well, don't ask me. As you know, tell you himself.
Guess who?
Daddy? Tell me more about the honeybees.
Well, the honeybees pollinate our crops, but disease amongst the honeybees is causing them to behave strangely, which means that we all have to keep an eye on them, because...
Wait a minute. Oh, I've got a daddy too, so get it right up here. Right, on you go, Daddy.
Well...
Oh, Boo Radley, I'm watching you. Let her down again and there's a cupboard door with your bloody name on it.
Don't you worry, pet. Daddy's going nowhere.
Man, when we were kids, we used to come munching here.
8 hands Nesbitt. How could I forget?
We could nick into lavies and have a quick belt up the knickers, just for old time's sake. We could use the disabled cubicle. It's roomier now that we've filled out a bit.
What? We could sit in our arses on this bench and get right tore into this bar of chocolate. What do you see?
No contest?
No contest, Rab.
And Rab's back at the same time next Thursday night. Next tonight, it's Off to Bed with the Hairy Bikers.
Pizza! Mary.
What is it?
Have you got a headache?
There's a loaded question if ever I heard one.
Oh, I'm serious here. I've got a headache.
Well, come to think it, I had one earlier, and it's coming back. Soon as you started talking, eerie that, isn't it?
Listen, there's something wrong here.
Shh, you're going to waken the wane.
Granny?
Satisfied?
I can't see anything.
I'm telling you, I've got a pain.
Well, if you keep putting things through, it's not going to help, is it?
You told me to get rings.
But there are limits. Honest to God, you could hang a pair of living room curtains down there.
I'm serious. I know what's happening here. It's that thing outside. Lurking in the darkness. Ever since it came here, it's been weaving its horrible magic on the unsuspecting shucks of Govan.
Don't speak like that. You make me scared.
You're not the only one. It worries me too.
So I see. It's gone all shy. The rings look like hula hoops now. What is it, sweetheart?
I want my daddy.
Oh, don't you worry, sweetheart. Your daddy's in the hospital for his mental check-up.
He's up there slumped in a chair right now, listening to Enya tapes, you know. Listen, can we help you?
I've got a headache.
See? The Wayne's got a headache. I've got a headache. You want to revise your opinion?
Knew you come to mention it.
I'm telling you, that mobile phone mast has got to go. It could have a serious effect on Govan reproduction. We could start breeding mutants.
Oh, aye. And how would we tell?
You can't argue with facts. The day after that mast went up, I fell down unconscious in the street.
And what happened the day before the mast went up?
I fell down unconscious in the street. All right, the 10 pints of Beck's might have been a factor.
There you are, you see. If you want to be targeting anybody, you should be targeting the breweries, shouldn't you? The biggest employer in Govan is the Southern General Hospital. I have a liver on me like a burst of tea to this day, thanks to the likes of this yin and her baby.
Oh, aye. It was shameful the way we'd tie you down and pour it down your throats.
Well, if I can ever return the compliment.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, we're in the dark. We don't know whether these mobile phone masts are doing us in or they're no.
Hold that result. There's hard evidence. Big Nicky here's on Twitter.
I love Twitter. It's a lovely outpouring of joyous random voices.
You heard joyous random voices before. The doctor said you were schizoid.
Spotting it? I'll read you the tweet and make no comment.
Oh, the tweet. Dear God, I thought we had reached rock bottom when we started saying poo for shite.
Here goes. My wife and I both changed sore nappers last night. We think we have radiation sickness on account of the new mobile phone mast up Govan.
See?
P.S. Which is the best shampoo? Timotei or the Pantene 2-in-1?
Tell them not to worry, because if they get radiation sickness, they'll be bald anyway. So shampoo, I'll be a fond and frothy memory.
Well, that's not a point, Rab. This thing's spreading. Your health could be getting endangered as we speak. I'm away for a fag.
Jamesie's right. We don't know what we're up against.
Let us keep a sense of perspective here. I mean, so far, it's only warty old hounds like us that's been affected. And let's face it, climbing out the bath without grunting is a triumph of the human spirit by the likes of us. At our time of life, we don't know which disease and which lard-inflicted wear and tear. Once it starts affecting the young folk, well, then we'll have a steer.
Hi, you. I want to work with you.
Oh, what are you looking for? Cookery advice? Paste your arse, lie in a tray and simmer yourself gently for 20 minutes.
These hats might look stupid, but they're deflecting the toxic rays.
Not for where I'm sitting. You'd split an atom with that pursed up wee gub of yours. What's in your mind?
My Peachy's done a sleepover with yous, and you never once let on there was a new mobile mast in Govan. That's irresponsible parenting.
I'm the grandparent, you're the parent. Where the hell were you?
I was called away in urgent bingo business, but that's no the point. That went to the headache all weekend. You've let her down.
We all had headaches, Mammy. That doesn't prove anything.
Honey, I think your wee brain's mince already. If everybody's got a headache, there must be something wrong. Stands to reason, doesn't it? So unless we get to the bottom of this, Peaches has done her last sleepover in Govan. She'll never set foot in your house again. Moan, honey.
Brady!
I'm sorry, Grandpa. I'll miss you.
Oh, nice perfume. Chanel or... stock cubine or...
Neither. It's penicillin by Alexander Fleming. Makes me immune to pricks like you.
Oh, no luck, Rab. Can I get you anything?
A Baker foil helmet. This is what. See, that's the trouble with radiation, isn't it? It's a fly bastard. I mean, even shitey wee Neds have the decency to ask you for your mobile phone before they stab you in the vitals with their Japanese ornamental swords, you know. That's the etiquette. The etiquette of villainy, you know. Well, radiation's sleek. Just slips a wee tumour into your coat pocket. Next thing you know, your body's crumpling around you. It's like a rubber woman at a fetish party.
You're not getting through yet. Give me the phone.
Oh, wait, this is him now. Hello?
This message is voice sensitive. Please speak clearly. Do you wish to speak to a GoPhone representative?
I do.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Are you experiencing a problem with GoPhone reception?
No, Omni.
For God's sake, talk posh.
Shh.
Which service do you require?
Some that gives me some bastard to shout at.
Bloody phone.
To speak to a representative, press 2. Hello, GoPhone customer service. Kevin speaking. How can I help you?
Hold on a minute, please. My man wants to get tore right into you. This is it. If we want to see Peaches again, then it is down to us. So you are on, Obama. Let the wondrous wings of your full-flowing oratory take flight.
Hello. Yes, I have a complaint, and I would like to speak to the head dick. Or if it's a woman, the head fanny. I'm walking in eggshells with this PC carry-on.
That's an impressive petition, Mr. Nesbitt.
Oh, yes. The elite of Govan have put their name in that list. Isn't that right, Team Scum?
Aye. And you're concerned about the safety aspects relating to our new base station in the Govan catchment zone, am I right?
That is correct.
Oh, that's enough talking, Rab. Just give him a dunt with the head and we'll get back down the pub.
No, Jamesie, come on now. Those days are gone. As my colleague hints, I used not to be averse to negotiating by ramming my toe cap up the odd pumper, you know. In past eras, you'd have been hauled across this desk and man-raped until common sense prevailed. But in them days, I had a drink in me. Lucky for you, I am now a reconstructed pish-free zone.
Well, that's good to hear. Because we at GoPhones pride ourselves on being customer sensitive. Now, tell me, what are your concerns in relation to our base station?
Well...
By the way, you don't mind if I tape this conversation for quality control purposes?
I do, actually. I might have a sudden attack of spluttering incoherence, and I don't want to end up as an outtake in the GoPhones Christmas party laughing.
It's just a formality. What seems to be the problem?
Well...
Stay raising that. Tell him, Rab.
Oh! Am I doing the talking here, or are you?
They're raising that. Radio frequencies, RF emissions.
Aye, it's the reason, and I mean, I'll keep the science to a minimum, but, well, they shook in, don't they?
Shook in?
Aye, and then they butter into the bodies of unsuspecting punters.
Butter the bodies?
To wit, or scum.
Aye. Next thing you know, everybody's cutting about Govan in a bobble hat with an energy drink in their pocket. Heading up the chemo unit, am I right?
Aye. Unfortunately, statistics clearly show that long before GoPhones arrived, the incidence of cancer in this area was abnormally high, well above the national average.
All right. We know we're all grunters, but I mean, there's no need to make a bad situation worse, is there?
GoPhones hear your concerns. That's why we're bringing in someone to put your mind completely at rest. This is Mr. Khan from our Technical Research and Development Department.
Hi there. I'm here to walk you through a few facts and figures and to correlate some data concerning new wave communication technology. How does that sound for you?
Wait a minute, you come on. That sugar bastard's in his hand. Don't you worry, pal. I'm still here. I'll keep up. The floor's yours.
Outstanding. Well, to supply coverage, the national phone companies have divided the nation into cells. There's 3 types of cells. There's macro cells, micro cells, and pico cells.
And then, of course, there's the Govan type. Go on your cells.
That's very... Well, the rate at which radiation is absorbed by the human body is measured by SAR. That's the specific absorption rate. In Europe, the absorption limit is 2 watts per kilogram, averaged over 10 grams of human tissue. Now, the GMS is an European global system of mobile communication.
If fronting the campaign is too much for you, then just say so.
Oh, I was in my depths, man. I was in my depths. I felt like an arse.
That's never stopped you in the past.
I had a drink in me in the past. At least I was a confident arse. Pish, not stitch that, remember?
Well, as my mother used to say, there is nothing worth losing your good health over.
Aye, it's all a wonder the original thinker of your mother.
Oh, that's Ella. They're wondering where we've got to.
I'm no up to it, Mary.
Right, I'll just go ahead and stall them. You stay here and sort yourself out. Try and get in touch with your inner arse.
I will. I'd just like to fill you in on the meeting I had with Mr. Taplow.
Never mind that. Just tell us how much.
How much? What do you mean, how much?
The compensation, Rab. Let's cut to the chase.
There isn't any chase. We're not in this for the money.
Good, Jane, Rab. Straight face and everything.
I'm serious. This is a health issue. This is about empowerment.
I'll feel more empowered with 20k in a freezer bag stowed up my flue. You've let us down, didn't you? You bottled it, didn't you?
Yes.
Wait a minute. This isn't about Rab. Every one of us has to be involved. We've all got to take personal responsibility.
No, me. My social worker takes care of my personal responsibility. And if she gets it wrong, I'm going straight to that Court of Human Rights in Orlando.
Strasbourg.
Aye, but we'll all be hitting Disney World Orlando as soon as the compens in, won't we?
Where the hell are you getting all this compen stuff? For the last time, this is about public health.
Aye, public health. But really, really.
Nicky's got a point. I mean, other countries get compen for the sighting of phone masts. Hungary, Romania. Why no here?
This isn't about money. These base stations are only safe. We are striking a blow for unborn generations here.
We thought about the unborn generations. Then we thought, fuck them. We'd sooner see Finding Nemo, the musical.
But comrades, if we stick together, we could have a famous victory.
We don't want a famous victory. We want an anonymous defeat with compensation.
Oh, this isn't about Disney World. This is about a principle. Tell them, Ella.
Definitely. And if the principal has got a Monsters Inc. laugh floor at the Magic Kingdom Park, so much the better. Am I right?
Rab, I'm sorry, Rab, but there's a lack of principle at stake here. All those without principles say aye.
Aye. I see, yeah. It's like that, is it? It's like that. Is this what we've come to? Are we new beasts of the field? Come on. Hands up, all you who want to fight against this base station. Right. Hands up all the dirty animals who want to take the money. Yes. That's it, eh? Majority wins. I'll ask for compensation.
Rab, you rolled over and took it up the ass. It's a big man to do that. Respect, monkey boy.
Are you still in that computer?
Aye, you're bloody right. I need all the help I can get for the return bout.
Hey, it's a safety issue, not a boxing match.
Oh, aye, it is. Listen, they psyched me out the last time. I was beat before I even stepped in the ring. I'm getting some serious training in here for an intellectual square go. They all know they've done 12 rounds of cogent debate when Rab hands of stone Nesbitt's finished with them.
It's the head of stone that I'm worried about. And how's Compen going to win his peaches back? Govan will still be an unsafe area.
Think positive. You can use the money to line the wash with tinfoil. Don't mind living in a Kinder Egg, do you?
Oh, you're losing sight of the issue here, Rab. Money is not the point.
No, you're bloody right. Winning's the point. Listen, if Compen's all I can get, then Compen is what I will fight for. Are you with me or against me?
I'll be in your corner with the dish towel, Rab. Good luck, Rab. Don't be nervous.
Talk to the hand. The sphincter's not listening.
Here they come.
To be ignored, press 1. To bow your head, press 2. To cancel your mobile phone contract, raise a finger.
I rather hoped we'd put your mind at ease, Mr. Nesbitt.
Au contraire. I've actually been doing a wee bit of research.
Oh dear, another graduate from the University of Google.
Steady, Bambi. I've pummeled geeks like you before now.
A little knowledge can be a dangerous thing.
Aye, for yous. You see my arse in this chair? Eh? My Archibald represents every buttock cheek in Govan. The sweaty cacks of the multitudes repose on this leatherette. Behold, these are my mountains, and they are my scum. You know, I know this isn't the day for sound bites, but, well, I feel the hand of history on your shoulder and the fingers of compensation lifting your pay poke from out your back pocket. Come on, what do you say?
Compensation for what? We've already demonstrated our base station is harmless.
No, you didn't. No. You battered me with PR shite, which isn't the same thing at all. Come on, we've all read the guff. I can't prove to you that mobile phone masts harm folk.
Precisely.
But you can't prove they don't.
Ongoing government research states that the risks remain unproved.
Unproved? Not non-existent? Do you hear that? That's the distance between the two. Are you with me?
Compensation.
Now, normally I would conclude the case for the prosecution by jumping on your desk and pissing on your inkwells, but I feel, metaphorically speaking, I've just done that.
I'll put your request to head office.
Good. You'll find my clients simple people to deal with for 20k apiece. You will be given exclusive rights to give them all brain tumours, not to become effective until the new year, when they're back from Disneyland, pissed off and expecting a dirty big gas bill. Any other business? Eh? Call me. Well, it's nice to see so many happy, smiling faces here tonight. As usual, we'll start our counselling session with a hymn. Any suggestions?
Sure. How about Nearer My Wallet to Thee?
There is a greenback far away.
Call me hypersensitive, but I'm getting the feeling you're trying to tell me something here.
Look at yourself. You started off attacking the phone company for public health reasons. Next thing, you're bending over and they're poking money up your arse with an aerial mast. You must be the oldest rent boy in Govan.
It was a majority decision. I was just doing what the people around here wanted.
The people around here are just appetites and trainers. They don't value life, because they've never nearly lost it. No like us.
Aye. I used to live in a skip, with nothing to eat but bubble wrap.
Bit sugar on it, kid, on it was Rice Krispies.
Aye.
I've done that. Taking it up the arse for money, I thought you were bigger than that.
Will you stop saying that? It wasn't greed. It was a pride thing. They phone company tourags, they made me feel wee. I felt like that most of my life. I had to fight back. I had to win. It's coming to a group like this that has made me feel that people like us can do that.
It wasn't about the money.
What the hell would I do with money at my age? Hey, it would spoil my cheery disposition. Now, are you going to pick a him or no, you scabby-looking bastard that you are?
All right, but you're still an arse.
I don't know that, him. You start, I'll join in.
They're not going to phone, are they? They're just going to make us sweat.
Well, it's certainly working in your case. There's some chip back from 1978 running out of the oldsters.
It's just a wee summer top. I've not had a holiday for yonks. No since that 5-in-a-bed sex romp at Blackpool.
Sounds interesting.
Oh, you've got brothers. You know what they're like.
You should just ring it too. If you don't, well, have to think of a plan B.
We could riot in the streets, go on a looting spree.
And Govan, there's only the bookies and the cancer shop. You want to run about wielding a red stumpy pen with a pair of corduroy flares under your arm. You're on your own.
They're playing the nerve game, Rab. Hoping we'll all jump if that phone rings.
Aye, well, we'll show them. We'll show them. Remember what Jimmy Reid said at the Upper Clyde working, eh? The rat race is for rats. The eyes of the world are upon us. We will conduct ourselves with dignity. We will conduct ourselves with aplomb. You greedy bastards, he's up. Hello. Oh, I see. But what about the... Hello? Hello?
What happened?
Lost the signal.
Me too. Look, no network coverage.
Me, you know.
Same here. What's going on?
Jamesie, Andra.
Rab, I think you better come and see this.
They've moved the mast.
On our side of the river. We're out of range.
I better give it to you straight. You say they moved out of Govan, right? They said if they paid us money, they'd have to give everybody money, so... There'll be no compensation. Bastards! Go!
What was that for? Well, I need a scapegoat if I have. Hamil got me.
No signal. Nae compen, I really showed them, Mary?
Never mind, Rab. Swings and roundabouts, eh?
What do you mean?
She nagged me to see her granny and grandpa again. I said, all right, but if you end up baldy in hospital getting visited by McFly, don't come running to me.
What the hell, Mammy? It's worth the risk. Look, I've had a good innings, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. Am I right? What?
I'm no downhearted, by the way. Oh, no. Because, I mean, life is failure, innit? Punctuated by strange wee moments of elation. Like the time my mother died, but I won £10 on a scratch card. Maybe things would have been different if I'd had an education, you know. If I'd been enlightened. Then again, I'd probably have had to stab some bastard. Then I'd been stuck into Berlin, you know, where I could have done an open university degree in social science. But then again, if I'd wanted to do honours, I would have had to stab some bam in the shower for a longer sentence, you know. It's a bloodbath getting an education when you're scum.
Well, I think I've solved the riddle of one headache.
How do you mean?
Well, I found these under the Wayne's pillow.
Oh, good sake. You know what, Mary? I'm glad we didn't get that cash.
What shall it profit a man if he gain the world and loses his wee fat grandkid?
I tell you what, though, it's quite nice having a trainee fat bastard in the family, isn't it?
Ah, well, she's got you to thank for that, Rab.
Oh, yes. My legacy is secure. Oh, good night, Mary.
Night, Rab. Oh!
Relax. It's a Mars bar.
Good for that. I've got a headache.
That figures.
You can see more of Rab C. Nesbitt next Thursday night at 10 here on BBC HD. On the way next tonight, Kirsty Young and the 80s effect on the British family.
Pizza! How come you're not at work, by the way?
The work's no coming in, Rab. I'm worried sick.
I've always managed in the past. It'll not be the first time I have held off a squad of bailiffs with a soup pan helmet and a broom handle.
We've moved up a level since then, Rab. You do not need me to tell you that we have got a lot to lose. To wit...
Oh, no. Nah. It's taking much easy to get one of these things. I'll tell you, see when I die, that's getting unbolted for the wall and I'm getting carried out in Tapia. Because if I'm going to that great Curry's Valhalla in the sky, that slim screen beauty's coming with me.
Face facts, Rab. We can't keep up the payments.
Look, here a brown envelope. That'll likely be money. Watch, wait to see. Bastards!
What's the matter?
They're threatening to stop my benefit. After all these years, I feel used.
You'll be a lovely wee portable up Mazda.
Never. I will take this right to Strasbourg. I will prove that owning a plasma telly is a basic human right.
Not human, Rab. This is Glasgow. We say human right.
Aye, Rab. I too have been cruelly abused by the system, but let me quote your sage. The ancient Chinese philosopher Confused.com. He said that by nature all men are the same.
That's it? You don't get punchlines in China.
Don't break your heart by trying to change the system. Just bend it a bit. Am I right, Lonnie?
You're asking me? I stand before you a moral vacuum without a single scruple in my addled body, but you know what? Jamesie speaks my language.
Thanks, pal. That's appreciated.
Two turds mating. Nature wonderful.
There you go, Lonnie.
Thank you, sweetness. Like your nails. Who does them?
Adele, off Wilson Street.
Keep an eye on those cuticles.
I know. Tell me about it.
What is it you do yourself, pal?
Friend, in my life I have done things that no man should. I won't bore you with the gory details, but they were vile, unspeakable, horrible things.
What were you? A gangster?
Gangster's mole. Stockbroker. And yes, I did lose it all in the credit crunch. Had a bit of a personal crisis. Came back home to chill. After my business collapsed, I dropped out. Figured I'd paid enough tax in my life to fund a dozen cottage hospitals. The state could keep me. So I invented a personality disorder to keep the Department of Employment at bay. You should do the same.
What kind of personality disorder?
Well, I found there's only one that really phases them. Makes them back off and leave you free to smell the roses. But I wonder, are you man enough?
Try me.
Mammy, do you see what I see?
It depends. Have you been drinking again?
No.
Well, I do see what you see.
It's Grandpa. I've got a channy, Granny.
Oh, don't look, Ken.
Rab Nesbitt. Rab Nesbitt. Candy Nesbitt.
Come in.
I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, he was dressed up as a woman.
Are you sure?
Cover your ears. Look, he was polishing his bows like Freddie Flintoff, galloping in for the pavilion end. Satisfied?
I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Why would Rab dress up as a woman?
Why would any man dress up as a woman? He likes it.
All right, but live and let live. And that doesn't mean that Gash should be denied access to his daughter. Unless you're just using this as an excuse.
An excuse? To bribe her with her own body weight and picking mix to get her here. How would you feel if you were her age, waiting for a bus, when across the street is your grandpa, sashaying along like Jackie Stallone after a Welton shirt? Somehow that's my fault.
I didn't say it was your fault. This is a difficult situation for all of us. Gash, where are you?
Where am I? Sitting in my jack with a face as long as a pensioner's arse eating a Happy Meal. Have you seen Bridie and Peaches?
Well, son, there's been a wee development here. How can I put this? Well, you know how you always said that you wish your da wasn't your da? Well, here's a turn up. How do you fancy him as your auntie? Gash!
I'll say one thing. Grandpa's got a cracking pair of legs.
And how long have you had this personality disorder, Mr...
Oh, call me Candy. I went full-blown transvestite just after the death of poor Diana, ex-Princess of Wales, who you'll remember died at the cruel hands of the British establishment and the media rat pack. In fact, my wife was always saying to me, Rab, there are three of us in this marriage. There's you, there's me, and there's that crate of superlaggers under the bed. You piss-stained alky bastard that you are. See, I was also a swelly abuser at the time.
And what do you think has caused this reoccurrence?
Can I be frank?
Of course.
I feel I can talk to you, son. No, like some of these other clerks round here, you know.
Go on.
I'm sorry, son, but my bosom still heaves when I think about it, you know. It was when I heard about the death of poor Jade Goody. Whole Diana thing, well, it just came flooding back, and I went out in a 3-day mascara fuel bender. And when I woke up, I was on a treatment table.
In A&E?
No, Adele's in Wilson Street. I was lying there and my pop sock's getting a back second crack. I mean, don't get me wrong, son. I mean, you know, I'm no a woman trapped in a man's body, thank God. No. I'm just a 100% raging frockaholic. I hope I haven't shocked you, son.
No. Thank you for coming in. We'll be in touch.
I hope so, Liam. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? Is it genuine?
He's about as sexually confused as you are. You're not sexually confused, are you?
No. That was just once. At the Christmas party.
Leave it to me. I'll put him under surveillance.
Maybe that's me back. You'll never guess what's happened to me today. Oh, you heard. Here, Mary. Life in the old dog yet, eh? What's up?
I don't mind if you smoke after sex, Rab. I don't even mind if you smoke during. It's when you stop in the middle and get a light off the grill that I object.
I'm sorry, Mary. It's just, well, I've got a lot in my mind, you know.
I know that, Rab. It's all right. I'm not complaining. It's just nice to have my husband back and no widow twanky.
Don't you worry, Mary. It'll be a bloody long time before you see me in a frock again. A bloody long time. Bastards. Mary! You remember that red car that was parked outside last night?
Aye.
Well, they're back again this morning. And there's a pair of suspicious-looking punters in it.
You don't suppose?
Only one way to fin it. Fight fire with fire.
Tim. Look, trousers. We've got them.
Wait. Bastard.
At this stage in our afternoon session, I'd like to invite you all to open your hearts. If there's any issues that are testing you or troubling you, speak now. And with the Lord's help, together, we can deal with them. Yes, young Christopher.
Is it okay to wear flatties with a pencil skirt? What's the Lord's take?
May I refer you to the book of 10 years younger, verse 8. And Govan spake, saying, Bring unto me he that is smart of arts, and smart arts, and I will smite him, fattening his lip into a botox pout without the use of botox. And I will blacken his eye without recourse to pencil or mascara. Clearing up that fine theological point for you?
Yes. Thanks, darling.
Don't push it. I've already told you there's a bloody good reason why I'm dressed like this. They're trying to stop my benefit. Now, anyone else troubled? Yes.
A boy has taken me to the record hop on Saturday. I've never been on a date before. How far should I go if he gets fresh?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, you pockmarked addled bastard that you are. Because I would say you'd gone quite far enough already. Because I will tell you this. Sorry about this.
In your handbag.
Hello. Peaches! You got a problem with that? Oh, I see. Oh, don't you worry, pet. I'll be right there. OK. Joe. You'll have to excuse me. I'm on the school run. Same time next week. Break it up. What the hell do you think you're doing?
He's getting pure torn enemy. Stop him. She's got a big mouth. She deserves it. She's annoying.
You're annoying and all, but I don't go about doing this, dear. Hey! No, because that would be bullying, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's assault. You're done.
All right, well, I better think of something else that's no assault, eh? How about if I poke you in the chest like that?
That's an affront to my dignity. You've infringed my human rights. I'm telling the police.
Aye, why don't you do that? Away and tell the police. And while you're doing that, I'll get my bus pass out and take her up your scheme. Because she will enjoy telling your badass posse how some transvestite pensioner granny tanned your gangster ass for you. You will go from Keith Flint to Harry Potter before you can say, smack my bitch up.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. Accepted.
Here, boot yourself, anyway.
Thanks, Papa.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Papa. If you're not picking up a kiddie, would you mind moving on, please? It's just we get an awful lot of weirdos about the school, you know. And if I find Kinder Eggs in that glove compartment, I'm going to have no option but to inform the Neighbourhood Watch Committee. And how's that going to look in the Herald Diary?
We're going... But now it gets personal.
You ever get the feeling you're maybe pushing your luck?
Rab, do you want a cup of tea?
Don't call me Rab.
What do you mean?
Well, they're still outside. I mean, you might be running a wire.
Running a wire? Oh, you're paranoid. You've been watching too much CSI.
Watching it? If they ever get their way, we'll be on the bloody thing. I'll be had up for fraud.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Well, just to be on the safe side. Call me Candy at all times.
I see. Well, do you want a cup of tea? Candy?
Aye, peppermint. Hey, sugar. I could hardly get the zip up in my slacks this morning. It's pure mortified.
They're no slacks, Rab. Candy. They're your suit trousers.
Aye, well, whatever. Any more of that, I'll be hitting the complan.
I take it you don't want a wee chocolate tea cake with your cup of tea then, Candy.
Girlfriend, wash your mouth out.
So, what is it?
Well, it's not often Gash and I are in agreement. Tell her, Gash.
Tell me what?
No offence, but we don't want my Dassy and Peaches anymore.
Oh, but Rab dotes and Peaches. And it's only natural that she gets to see her grandpa.
Are you kidding? No, when he's done up like Anne Widdicombe's ugly pal, it's no. He should be playing bowls at his age, no cutting about in a pair of peep toes, happy slapping schoolboys like a genetically modified ladette.
Oh, you know the score, son. You know the snoopers are watching him. To hear you talk, you would think he was actually enjoying this.
Oh, Mary.
What is it, Candy?
Have you seen my pearl drop earrings?
Aye, your pearl drop earrings are in your quilted musical trinket box next to your vanity mirror and on top of the dressing table where you left them. Honestly, men. I mean, women. Who the hell do you mean?
Well, don't ask us, Moan.
So, what can I do for you, Jamesie?
Please, Rab, you're hinting that I have an agenda.
No. I'm stating you're a weasel. I know you're up to something. I just don't know what it is yet.
Rab, you have been struck down by one of the most virulent diseases of our time. Femininity.
God knows I never asked for it.
Now, if I know you, you will fight this. You will never let your disability stand in the way of you earning a decent, honesty-goodness living.
Ah, you're bloody right. I will hold my head up, boy. I will... What do you mean, earning a living?
You know, we should be grateful that we've been born into an era of enlightenment, when women are valued, thanks to the suffragettes. Ladies are now in all walks of life, politics, the arts. I was reading just the other day there that a top-class hooker can now earn...
Hooker? You want to put me on the... You want to put me on the game?
Hear me out, Rab. I've been watching how you move in the pub. That smouldering pout as you glide down the mat to pull out your darts. That coy flick of your peekaboo hairdo as you sink your chops into your pie.
I'm not going to be your whore.
Rab, let's talk figures. There are women in Glasgow Green right now turning over £6 to £10 a night. Now, are you telling me you're going to walk away for that kind of money? I could pimp you. We could be players.
See, I am supposed to hawk my meat so as you can run amok with the lasses. Is that it? It wouldn't be so much pimp my ride as ride my pimp. You listen to me. Listen. I might look like a woman, I might dress like a woman, but you hear this car, I will never be your hoe, because I don't like men.
And I don't like women, but I swallow my principles and I poacher them rampantly day after day now. Do you hear me complaining?
God. Of all the conversations I have ever had with you, this has to be the most bizarre.
Is that your final word?
It is.
Don't go.
I've got to go. I have got a meeting.
I'll bet you have. Who is it? Some young stallion in a torn vest lately. A bastard.
Do you know what, Jamesie?
Rab. You don't have to be my hoe. I love you. There, I've said it.
I'm late.
We could have had it all.
Cheerio, Jamesie.
Rab! You suit pink.
Jesus, suffering. You said this would work.
I said H-Boss would work before Lloyd's gobbled it up. What the hell do I know?
I'm messing with my sexual identity here. I don't know who the hell I am anymore.
Well, look on the bright side. You might not be you anymore, so there's a bonus for a start. Risk is a joy, Rab, not a punishment.
You can say that, having lost everything through risk.
You lost yourself. I found myself. Tell me, Do I suit pink or is this a bit muttony? What? What's wrong?
They're back. Invasive swines! Now I know how Brittany felt.
Rab, look at it this way. You've invested your identity in stock during a bull market. Suddenly, it's a bear market. Prices are falling. You've lost your shirt.
And gained the blouse.
Either you panic and pull out, or you hold your nerve, wiggle your ass, and go for broke. What's it going to be?
Bugger it.
Can I introduce a heretical notion? Maybe he's telling the truth.
What's that got to do with it? We're a government department. We don't do truth. We do targets. Gotcha. Drive.
You know fine well why I did that. Nothing quite like a gent's size 9 furry tongue down the back of your throat to help you reorientate your sexuality, isn't there? Yeah. God, she bloody snippers, Mary. That is it. I have had enough. Eh? God. Dear Candy, or Rab, or whoever the hell you are these days, as a compulsive exhibitionist, you'll know the camera never lies. Goodbye, Mary. That's it. Time to strap on the tits again. Look at the pair of them. Oh, I should have guessed.
It's a true saying. The wife's always the last to know.
Small detail. You're no the wife.
I'm his pub wife. Well, at least I thought I was.
Oh, men are such swines, aren't they?
Bitch. Anyway, thanks very much for the clues, Lonnie.
I came on much too strong. I'm sorry. I was only trying to help.
Aye, I know, but, well, I'm still in snook. I've still got to try and shake off these two drabs.
Take a tip from an old trader. It's time to raise the stakes, scare them away from the market, once and for all.
Oh, aye, sure. But how?
What do you think they're doing?
I don't know about you, but I don't need 3 guesses.
Do you think they're grave robbing? The pussycat dolls with shovels?
Worse.
Worse? Oh, necrophiliacs?
A man who wears a pink thong is capable of anything. Look.
Oh, sod this. I'm a civil servant, not the exorcist. What do you reckon?
Let's go and harass some Lithuanian pub cleaners. It's easier.
Right.
They're not Rab. They're off.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought for a minute there I was going to have to hump the bloody thing. Honest to Christ. See the lengths you've got to go to in this country to be a lazy bastard.
What's a girl to do, eh?
What is a boy to do? I'll tell you, see this lot. This lot is coming out for keeps. You don't half open Pandora's box when you take a swatch inside yourself, eh? You see all the yous that might have been if you'd taken a wrong turn.
Candy Nesbitt.
No.
Candy Nesbitt.
Never heard her.
Rab C. Nesbitt.
That's me, boss. I'm coming in. I've had enough of this. I'm throwing out my vanity case and I'm hanging up my evening gloves. Do what the hell you like with me. I'm yours.
Mr. Nesbitt, I've read your file and I want you to know that you're under no pressure to return to the job market. I know from experience how hard it is to be different in life and how long and painful the road to acceptance can be. So, you just come back and see us when you're, ready.
Rose, I would just like to thank you for restoring my faith in humanity. I mean, you're nae oil painting. I mean, you know that. But, well, you fit your own skin. And that's all that any of us can ask in this life, isn't it? I hope you get all the curiosity shags you can handle. Oh, well, there you are. Well, cheerio, hen. Mary!
Who was that?
Oh, that's a very special lady, Mary. One of nature's gentlemen.
Business as usual, Rab?
Business as usual. Business as usual.
Thank God for that.
And Rab is back next Thursday at the slightly earlier time of 9:30. Next tonight, here on BBC HD, stay with us for The British Family with Kirsty Young.
Pizza!
Ma! Get your ass in here! Pronto!
I wish you would stop calling me Ma. I used to be one of the most feared nutters in Govan. Now look at me, cutting about here with a pair of rubber gloves and a red penny. Good Christ. If I die in a car crash on the way home, I'll become a gay icon.
I don't like this any more than you do.
I'm having the marigold hell here. I couldn't get a Johnny on for less get these bloody things off. What is it anyway?
You know how my ma doesn't like cleaning this house? Because of the antisocial old fart that owns the place.
Here, that man's a minister of the cloth. That's a reverend old fart to you. What about him?
I think she's right. Guy's got a dark side.
What do you mean? Bloody right. Guy's a heater. You better make a good job of that agger, otherwise we might get an arse full of buckshot.
Look at her time. Where is she?
It's not good enough. I've been spending my gyro here for years.
Don't call it a gyro. Call it a second home allowance. Here she comes now. Morning, sweetheart. I was just saying, the Elbows. Oh, a hell of a band, didn't they?
Elbow. I'm sorry I'm late. The Wayne's no well. Had to wait in for the doctor.
Do you think that might cheer the wee lamb up a bit?
Can't speak for the Wayne, but it'll do for me. Cheers, Jamesie.
Be kind to the pram, the ball will follow.
I don't get it. I thought you hated Gash.
No, we're still great friends.
That's quite a big turnaround over Gash, Bridie. Who's brought it on?
iPod. Speak.
Mama's a mentalist. I want to live with my dad.
After all I've done for us, Tay. iPod. You see what I'm up against? If I don't get Gash back, I'll lose Peaches.
Don't you worry, Hen. You leave it to me. I'll see what I can do.
iPod.
See, that's how families used to be, eh? How they should be.
Bored and ugly. Guys, we can manage that.
That's before his wife left him. I know how he feels. I miss having a girlfriend.
What are you talking about? What about Bridie?
I mean one that likes me.
Never mind. You've done the hard bit, haven't you? You're off the drugs. So all you've got to do now is get your salute there. Find yourself some nice wee lassie that'll drive you to drink.
I like who?
It's how the hell am I supposed to know? Actually, come to think of it, I do know one that's on the Bosman market. Vivacious, fun-loving. That's no her. All right, Reverend. The wife sends her apologies about a grand weighing business to attend to, you know. Women, eh?
Aye, women.
So it's true what they say, you're not one for small talk, eh?
Shut it.
Ah, well, fair enough, fair enough. So, anything else we can do for you?
No. F off. Sorry, I meant bless you.
A good job I'm an enlightened bastard. Otherwise, he'd end up being nailed to his own church door, you know what I'm saying?
I might be a single parent, but I've got a life. What, do you think after I call time I just stand in the corner with a towel over my head, just waiting for tomorrow?
Why not? I do.
I'll tell you another great band. The 10-inch nails.
9-inch.
An extra inch. The story of my life.
Excuse me. Hello?
She's got everything I look for in a woman. Low self-esteem and father issues.
Any grandfather issues?
Yeah, go on. Burst my balloons. But I'm telling you, see when she gets off that phone, I'm going to ask her out.
Don't be an arse. She knows you're married.
I've thought about that. I'm going to murder Ella and bury her under the porch. Don't tell her, though. She'll just take it personal.
Okay, thanks, Doctor. Yeah, it's a huge relief. Okay.
This is it. Camille.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering if perhaps, maybe, you care to come out and join me for a...
All right, Rab.
Greetings, pals.
Never saw you come in there, Rab.
No, that's because there's a woman in your island. That was a cure for cancer, vaulting in that window wearing a pink ribbon. You wouldn't have seen that either, would you? Gosh, have you met Camille?
Never had the pleasure. I've seen you around, though.
Aye, likewise. Round and about.
About and around.
There's a giddy, light-headed frisson in the air. Or as we call it in Govan, swine flu. Maybe better cut him a wee bit of slack, eh? Give him the old hips way. Oh, goodness me, it's at the time already.
Is that you away, Dad?
That is, I'm away, aye. I've a sudden unexpected appointment, which will likely take me some time, seeing as how it's imaginary. Oh, well, so goodbye then, you.
Happy days. Do you remember marathons?
Do I? The hell of asking for a Snickers bar for the first time. What was your first record?
Touching, innit? The universal lover's language of utter shite. Ho, flipper! What? You're slammed in that fin of yours and away and get yourself a crew cut. I think it's game over for you, boy.
I tried to tell him that, Rab, but he wouldn't listen.
Well, man, 5'10", and all of it prick.
Numpty.
How the hell was I supposed to know?
Bridie wants back with Gash for the sake of the weighing, and now you've gone and blown it.
Look, Gash and Camille haven't even been out yet. I mean, they might hate the sight of one another.
Look, I want Gash to settle down. It's important that Peaches has a father.
It's important that father has a life.
Oh, it's all right for you, eh? You've got God.
Oh, aye, you think that was easy? You ever seen the road to Damascus? There's no a pub for miles.
Hello? Oh, Bridie hen. Aye. Oh, no, don't. No, we're taking care of it, promise. Aye, hang on in there, hen. Cheerio.
What the hell is it now?
The doctor's gied her pills for depression. If she doesn't get Gash back, she's committing suicide on Sunday. Why Sunday?
A big link up on Saturday night.
Oh, you're not taking this seriously.
Oh, she's just at it. She's just trying to crank up the pressure.
And what if she is serious? It'll be on your conscience.
Look, who's to say Gash and Camille are even hitting it off? They're probably at each other's throats even as we speak.
What, Camille? What a babe. We're going out together tomorrow night. Honest to God, this is the best I've felt in months. Thanks, Da.
I'll handle it. I'm at my wit's end. Bridie loves Gash. Gash loves Camille. The eternal bloody triangle, you know.
I love Camille.
All right, the eternal bloody oblong then. He's satisfied.
Don't shout at me, Rab. I've got inner bruising.
All right, I'm sorry. It's an interesting den you've got here, eh?
Ah, well, we all need a respite from the stresses and strains of modern life. Some men like to fish. Me, I prefer to recline under the pavement and look up women's kilts.
Listen, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings in the pub the other day, you know.
Forget it.
Just, well, I thought you were going to make a clown of yourself with Camille, you know. Young muff, old cock, never works.
I said forget it. Can I help it if I'm an incurable romantic?
Oh, no, curable. You got them antibiotics up Blackstreet Clinic.
I'm still spry though. I feel I've got one last big heavyweight love fight left in me before I finally hang up my cock.
Hey, Camille, you're asking for trouble.
Well, what do you care? As long as I split her up for Gash.
All right, fair enough. So, can you maybe help me out?
Help you? Why not get a name, Rab? You're asking me to wash out your emotional life, Fritz, so why not say what it is?
All right. Will you split up Gash and Camille?
Fair means or foul?
Oh, Christ, I don't know. Whatever.
Excellent. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, I'm getting gossip.
Isn't this weird? Us two bumping into each other.
I know. Like, totally random, man. Are you waiting for... Oh, what's her name again?
Camille.
Camille. That's it. Oh, it does my heart proud to see you two young people getting together, finding happiness, just like me and Ella.
Well, not like you and Ella. We like each other.
So easy, dude. Of course, it wasn't always like that, you know. I was in love myself once. Well, no with Ella, obviously.
Do you know your problem, Jamesie? You settled for second best.
You can't always get what you want in life. Or who you want.
What was her name?
Who?
The woman, the one you fell in love with.
Well, by an amazing coincidence, Camille.
No way.
Way, bro. As a matter of fact, I think I have a picture of the bitch somewhere here. I would just lay my hands on my varifocals. Old age, yeah. Oh, look. Is that name under your chair there?
No, can't see them.
Ah, never mind. Well, anyway, here's to you and... What's the young lady's name again?
Camille.
That's it. My memory. Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't worry. I'm a Christian. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to sniff you, and stroke you, and fondle you. Get my digit into your gushing, exuberant froth. And remember the good times. Bugger it, let's go all the way.
What are you doing?
I was getting you a pint. So, have you seen Gash?
Rab, my plan is in motion.
All right. Now, listen, I don't want that boy hurt big as well. He's been through enough in his life, what with an alky father and drug addiction. I mean, see that crack? That crack is the most vile, evil drug known to man.
I see, aye. How do you feel about Rohypnol?
Eh? Dear God, that's worse. Anybody that can slip somebody out is the lowest, sickest, most scuttling form of human rat life ever to walk the earth. God, I mean... Jamesie? Jamesie?
Gash, wake up!
Camille! What the dickens? It's everything.
It's Gash, Jamesie. He's out his face.
Goodness sake.
And after everything he told me about cleaning up his act, that's it. He's chucked.
Oh, youngsters, eh? The curse of binge drinking.
I was really looking forward to this. I've not had a night out in ages.
Forgive me, but I was about to hit Regano's for a dirty big cocktail. Would you care to join me for to get tore into one as well?
Regano? Why no? I've paid the babysitter.
Cool.
Camille.
Thanks for an evening, Jamesie.
Oh, you're welcome. I just hope you didn't ladder your tights when we had to vault the subway ticket barrier, you know. I'll bring more dosh next time.
There won't be a next time.
How no?
Are you kidding? Apart from anything else, you're married.
I see. And what if I wasn't married, eh?
Are you daft? You and Ella were born married. How's that going to change?
Heavenly Father, I kneel before you. In the past, I would have sprawled before you, oozing fluid from every orifice. By your grace, I was lifted up and thrown in the back of a chooky van and given a right good pummeling down the cells in Orkney Street, Nick. Yea, verily, I had the shit kicked out of me, letting enlightenment in. Thank you, Lord, for bringing me peace.
One word.
Murder? What do you mean Jamesie's going to kill Ella?
Let me rephrase it. Kill Gonnie, Jamesie, Ella is any clearer.
What, you heard him say that?
In the giblet bar. It's been preying on my mind ever since.
See, so you thought you'd just rush round here and let it prey on my mind and all, did you?
Sorry, Rab, I don't mean to pass the buck, but you're religious. You've got the inside track to Jehovah. Christ, I can't even catch a barman's eye in a pub, let alone talk to God.
Think he means it?
Jamesie's happily married, Rab. So murder and desperation are always close to the surface. On top of that, he's loved up. And you know what that does to a man, don't you?
you doing?
I'm decorating a scullery. What do you think I'm doing?
Get away!
I'm only strangled you, you toxic midden. You've ruined my life.
I'm a woman. It's my job. Get over it.
Don't push it. I mean it, Ella.
All right. It takes nerve to kill somebody, Jamesie. To have a frail woman in your control. At your mercy. Powerless. Writhing helplessly. The thin fabric of her nightie riding upwards. Her lips erect, like Fitbus studs. Her thighs yielding. Her body squirming under your brutish strength and sinewy raw. Put the mask on! Put the mask on!
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
What the hell are you doing?
Put down that sock and that washing line.
Rab, don't chip me with the angel. I'm lapsed. It's bad luck.
Who's your told? And now the hard on. Go on, put it down. Nice and easy.
Right, Rab?
Shoot here, Jamesie. Put an elastic band round it and save it for later. You've got the wrong end of the stick.
You mean he's not trying to do you in?
We were about to enjoy an adult romp.
I brings in here to save your immortal soul.
Well, unless it's located down my knicker leg, I'm afraid, Rab, you're backing up the wrong tree.
Well, sorry I've troubled you.
Not at all.
Rab, before you go, have you got an elastic band?
Where the hell have you been?
You don't want to know. What the hell is this?
Oh, it's for the Reverend Mar. He's on your case.
Yeah. Dear fat bastard, you forgot to mop the floor at Reverend Mar. He's a cheery big swine, isn't he?
Ah, well, it was in your watch, Rab. You better fix it.
Aye, well, one demented swine at a time. Day at tomorrow. Dear God, I'll tell you. See the night I've had, you wouldn't believe it. First of all, I dukes round the church for a quick pray and a dod of quiche. The next thing you know, I'm trying to stop a bloody murder.
Oh, my God. Who was it?
The Cotters.
Ella?
Oh, relax. Turns out they were at the porno mind games, you know.
Stick to good and evil, Rab. When it comes to the Cotters, we are out of our depth.
Yeah. Where is Gash, by the way, honey lamb?
I thought he was with you, Angel Delight. You were supposed to be taking care of things.
Well, I delegated to Cotter.
And Cotter is at home murdering his wife. So where the hell is Gash?
All right,
Put your clothes on, for God's sake. I'm getting a Pants People flashback here.
Don't blame yourself, Da.
Well, I do. It was me up at Cotter up to it. I thought I could get you back together with Peaches and Brady again.
It's too soon for that kind of commitment, even if it was for Peachy's sake.
I know, son, I know. Listen, just you enjoy yourself. Because I'll tell you, one day, you're going to wake up feeling trapped, bored, old and bloodless. And the woman that's lying next to you is going to pat you in the head and say, oh, at last, you're behaving like an adult. Because I'll tell you, you're never more mature to a woman than when you're stretched out in your good suit and she's laying pennies in your eyes. Always remember that.
Is that how it worked out for you?
Listen, son, see when I heard you were at your skull, rampaging about the place bollock naked, there was a bit of me that said, go on yourself. That's my boy.
You've missed a bit.
Yes, yeah. Listen, you hearing me? I don't know what your problem is, but let me ask you this. What the hell is the point of having a faith if it doesn't give you some comfort? Lighten up, for God's sake. You've got to get your groove on sometime, you know what I'm saying?
That's his groove. You know what? You've just given me food for thought. But you're still a fat bastard.
Here, what about a groove for Cotter? One that's 6 feet under with a headstone after what he did to me.
Don't you worry about Cotter. I'll take care of Cotter. Bugger it, come on. Vogue.
Disappointment in love hasn't killed your appetite, I see, Bridie.
No, I'm in luck. Doctor says I've got bipolar. The way I see it, I'm eating for two now.
Oh, cool. Listen, it's from my dad. Hi, Pep. That's me.
Sexist swine.
Have a lovely day. Kiss, Daddy. Isn't that great?
Oh, aye, that's great. I went and run and tell all your school pals your new nickname, Peaches Wankers. They'll be so jealous.
You're just raging because Dad's got a new girlfriend.
I couldn't care less. I am far too busy with all my varied interests and hobbies.
What, fags and bingo?
All right, you win. What's she like?
She's wee, fat, bitter and foul-mouthed. No passing yourself.
Yeah, but I'll no gloat. This yap is zipped. Ya dancer! All right, I gloated.
Camille, might I trouble you for a snowball?
Forget it, Jamesie. I've got my top shelf knickers on. They start at Wick and end at Dover, if you get my meaning. Now, what'll it be?
Same again.
All right, Jamesie.
Rab, well, what can I get you?
A new best pal for a start. I came to you for help.
Rab, if you're going to be disagreeable, I must warn you that I have an underactive thyroid, which can...
And yet again, you shafted me.
That's you. Get all that anger, because I mean, I'm big enough to take it, you know.
No. You're small enough to provoke it. That's the difference. You used me to try and pull Camille.
That's no fair.
He did, Camille. He spiked my drink.
Is that true?
On the sacred memory of my dear departed parents.
Cotter!
Why I spiked his drink?
Knew it.
You've run too far this time, Cotter.
Oh, Rab. I'm really ashamed.
No, you're no. You'd say in to get yourself off the hook, wouldn't you?
Aye, Rab. Any at all, Rab. Any at all. Even this, which I'm saying now with my mouth using words, is nothing more than a craven attempt to avoid a thoroughly deserved and no doubt most excellent kicking from the lovely boots of your very good self. And, if I may add, your fine son, the numpty, for whom I pray daily.
No hard feelings, Gash?
No feelings. No feelings at all. You're chucked.
Rab, are you going to hit me?
No, I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to offer you a piece of advice. And it is this. You stick with Ella. Because a lonely life is not a life to be wished on anyone. As my fellow Christian here will testify. Now, right, Reverend. The floor is yours.
I would like to thank Rab. As you know, I've been living under a cloud since my wife left me. But now I'm beginning to see a way forward.
If I can help someone as I travel on.
The revelation came on a blinding flash. It really did. God loves us. He really does, and he's sitting in heaven waiting for us. Now, I don't know about yous, but I'm a minister. So I already have my ticket booked, so what the hell am I worried about? I should get my groove on. That felt good.
Terrible thing, passion, isn't it? Oh, heat, no light. Oh, Reverend.
What?
You missed a bit.
Sorry.
And there's more from Rab next Thursday evening. Next tonight, stay with us for drama with Enid.
Peter!
You remember your lines, don't you? You've got the story right.
Relax. I've done this 1,000,000 times.
One false move and I'm off incapacity benefit. And it's goodbye M&S food hauling, hello little smoked yak and Lithuanian baked beans for a Sunday dinner. Sod that.
James Cotter.
That's me, my friend. I'm on my way.
Proud of you, Jamesie.
I will not let any debilitating symptoms get the better of Jamesie Cotter. Now then, what can I do for you, young sir?
You remember last time we spoke about getting you off the register and back into employment?
Dear Andrew. A job? Oh. Don't raise my hopes if you don't mean it.
There's nothing this man would like better than to work.
Oh, I'd give it anything to be back out there with the rest of the human race. Slaving away at something I hate for no very much money, alas. And you can see I've got this terrible illness called... What's it called again?
Let me help you out. Cerebral palsy.
That's it. Yeah, show my doctor's line.
Well, that's interesting, because this note says you're suffering from depression.
Well, what do you expect? If you took cut about with a pair of rubber legs, you'd be depressed too.
Well, this appears to be a valid doctor's note. I've got no choice but to sign you off for another 3 months.
Prozac.
Don't mind if I do.
So, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, my portfolio has taken a bit of a hit, and I'm kind of hoping my distribution bonds will rally in time to give my investment portfolio a bit of a seasonal bounce, you know.
You're still depressed?
You've got it in one.
Well, to be frank with you, these days people have a lot to be depressed about.
Well, you buggers don't, do you? You GPs. You're sitting there in 100k a year, and the best is we deal with the work, don't we? We bring you in the diseases, you sit there and look baffled, write you out a cheque for the hospital. Where's your kickback?
Money isn't everything.
Well, that is a revelation. Thank you very much for that. You know, I had £25 in the RBS, and for months I sat across the road in the Cafe Nero waiting to sprint across the minute I saw them carrying out the desks. Listen, if money makes you unhappy, why don't you pump a dod of that misery in my direction? Because I'll tell you, for the right amount of money, I'm happy to be unhappy.
Let's not get personal. Why don't you tell me how this condition affects your life?
Well, I couldn't do that without getting personal.
I see. Well, if you would rather speak to a man...
No, that wouldn't make any difference then. All right, here goes. The trouble is, I can't get it. I can't get it. I can't get it.
Up. At last.
Hello, pussycat. What say me and you?
Sorry, you lost me at hello. What can I get you?
Oh, very well. A swally for me, and one for my friend Tintin here, and yes, one for your sassy self, you pert young minx, you.
Oh, I'm impressed. You won the lotto?
Next best thing, he's got another 3 months in invalidity.
All right, boys.
Rab, how'd it go? How'd you go on at the doctor's?
No so loud, no. It was just a wee chest infection, you know. She gave me a ball for it.
Oh, that's lovely. Do you hear that, everybody? Rab got a bottle for his chest infection.
That's good, Rab.
Tell me, Rab, did she say anything about your sexual impotence while she was at it?
No, what?
Your condition. Le fiasco, or as it's known in operatic circles, Flacido Domingo.
Yeah.
Now, there's no need to be ashamed. Lots of men are hung like a bootlace. Sadly, I'm stuck with this permanent riot cops batting down my kegs.
Not me, Rab. A wee touch of impotence myself once. Couldn't get it up for love nor money. Then one day I got a 2-for-1 deal on whipped cream custard trifles at Summerfields. Honest to God, it went from 5:30 to midnight. Boing! Just like that.
Are you comfortable with us? Hey, a lot of grizzly old pears and stained tracky bottoms talking about their stoners.
As long as you stick to the metaphors and I didn't need to see the mental pictures, we're cool.
Are you having a swally, Rab? I mean, it's Burns night. It's your patriotic duty to get pished.
No, for me it's no.
Strange thing that, innit, Rab? You and Rabby, you've both got the same name, but...
You can stop right there. I know exactly where this is going. Rabbi Burns loved a swally. Rab Nesbitt can't drink. Rabbi Burns couldn't keep his sundial in his jod purse. But, well, Rab Nesbitt can't even get his clock to tick. Something like that, was it? Hey, who told you about my impotence anyway? Was it Ella? Has that pucker-mouthed wife of yours been opening her poisonous yap again?
Ella didn't need to tell me. I worked it out for myself. Oh, believe me, Rab, your lady wife's needs are written all over her fizzer.
They are? How?
I'd do him if he was old enough to shave. I'd do him if he shaved his back. Do him if he shaved his ear hair. Do him if... Oh, no, there are limits.
Mary, for God's sake, will you stop ogling, guys?
Oh, it's all right for you. You had it away last night. At least you and Jamesie have got a love life.
That's no love. James is a skank. Believe me, as of last night, I've taken on the sexual history of the entire west of Scotland and the steadier parts of Prague. My uterus could be used as a data bank for Interpol. Take it, Rab's still got his problem.
And I know why, Ella. It's me. I'm out achieving him. Aye. My sore-away success in the shite business has dented his self-esteem.
Well, I just have to get used to it. We are two ladies who are no for turning. Am I right?
Right.
And it's Burns night tonight. Network and gold. A G20 summit for Masons.
That's just it, Ella. Rab'll not go.
Are you mad? They'll be vomiting the carpets, blood in the walls, and drunks lying stewing in their own pish. It's Scotland's elite that go to these things.
Don't get me wrong, Ella. I mean, I want to go.
This is huge for us. We'll be the special guests of Albaclean. They've been eyeing up our company.
I know. But you know what Rab's like. How am I going to get him to change his mind?
Same way I got Jamesie to change his last night.
You forget, Ella. Rab is impotent.
Trust me, Mary. I've never met the man yet who'd turn it down when it's offered in a plate.
What the hell is this?
My knickers.
I can see that. Does it not come with chips or corned beef or something?
Oh, don't push it, Rab. You know I'm going the extra mile for you here. I'm laying myself in the line.
I know exactly what you're up to, lady. You're trying to persuade me to go to that Burns night bash with you.
Rab, it's for my career. That's why I'm throwing myself at you.
Don't. You're just humiliating the pair of us. You've had depression. You know the first thing to suffer is a person's libido.
As long as that's all it is. It's no that you just don't fancy me anymore.
Listen, Mary. Right now, the thought of touching your body is a repulsive notion that fills me with dread, horror, nausea and disgust. Now, that doesn't mean to say you'll never turn me on again. Fancy stop revolting me.
Well, that's a relief. For a minute there, I thought you were in the turn.
Just be tolerant, Mary.
Well, tolerance is a two-way street. Anyway, I thought you liked buns.
I do like buns. I love buns. I just don't like buns nights. Well, they chest-beating, hairy-kneed arseholes, not they wee menopausal yappy women working out their divorce bitterness in the reply to the lashes.
Rab, this is important to me. I'll tell you what. If you come, I promise I won't give you sex.
Does it mean that much to you?
Aye, it does.
All right, I'll come.
Oh, great. And relax. You'll enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
See the front of battle, see approach, proud Edward's path, chains and slavery.
And welcome to Burns Night, or as I like to call it, Nuremberg with kilts. A very special night when large clumps of vulgar middle-class businessmen gather together to celebrate the work of a working-class poet who, if he was alive today, they'd bankrupt by repossessing his subprime farm in Ayrshire. To wit...
Hey, fella. Saunders McClure, Alderclean.
Oh, Rob Nesbitt, statistic.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm actually in the leisure industry. I'm a kind of scum-dunking Bannatyne, you know. Tracky bottoms, leaky trainers, job club. I'm actually long-term unemployed.
No, I see. One of those, eh?
I can't stick that guy, Rab. Him and a haggis dinner on the one night. I'm off skate.
Here, sit in your arse. We'll be getting torn into poems and speeches soon.
That's what I mean.
This is where they pipe in the special guest. Who is this special guest, you might wonder, to merit such a fanfare? Is it the PM? Is it royalty? Is it the Pussycat Dolls? Why, no, it is the Haggard. In other countries, they scrape it off their shoe. In Scotland, we eat it.
This could be the making of us, Ella.
Exactly. And remember, the way to succeed in Scottish business is be polite, determined and charming. Personally, I'd throw in bigoted as fuck as well, but that's just me.
Oh, I'm stepping out my comfort zone here, Ella.
No, Mary, think of tonight as Jane Austen with Buckfast. You're the sweet young fillies. We work the men. We giggle. We flirt. But when the deal goes down, we hook up our petticoats, drop our frilly drawers and slap our fat balls on the table, ready to shaft them.
I don't remember that scene in Mansfield Park.
Whilst Burns was a great poet, we must never forget that he was also a bastard. Many great men through history have been bastards. Alexander Fleming, bastard. Albert Einstein, bastard. I myself am recently divorced from such an unfeeling swine. In fact, the outfit I am now wearing is completely comprised of the sleeves cut off the suits of cheating husbands by the long-suffering wives they wronged.
That's it, sister. Zero tolerance. You know,
I feel that sexism is Scotland's secret shame. Don't you?
Get your hand off my knee, or I'll stab you.
Worth a shot. Rab, I'm off to Clocker McFanny. He's a drunk in a puffball kilt over there. With any luck, I'll catch her on a downward slope before she hits the canvas.
What about me?
Meet my companion, Mr. McPint. Rab, Mr. McPint. Now I'll leave you two to get acquainted, eh? On Rab, do it for Scotland.
Steady, Rab.
Saunders, this is my business partner I was telling you about, Mary Nesbitt. Saunders McClure.
Charmed.
Oh, me too. Charmed to buggery.
I have many things to talk about.
And one of the things that we're talking about will be your broken nose if you don't stop stroking her knuckles like as if they were nipples on the cold day at large.
This is business.
You want to do business with us? You watch yourself, Mary. His type don't see people. They just see units of production.
Oh, really? Not your problem, is it, fella? From what you tell me, all you've produced over the last 30 years are bed sores. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Exhibit A, the prime example of what's holding Scotland back in the modern age, the Glaswegian subsidy junkie.
Oh, wait,
He contributes nothing, he takes everything except responsibility for his own wretched, spineless self, which he hands over to the pimps and dealers of Westminster.
I think it's time you had a wee comfort break.
A comfort break? What the hell's a comfort break? If you mean pish, why not just say pish? See you, boy, see you. See if bigots like you made the case for oxygen. Scum like me would refuse to breathe. So, get it right muck up you.
And it's backed up to Cotter. And, Cotter is playing keepy-uppy against the World Cup holders here at London Park. The crowd are going absolutely...
I want some power the gift to gie us, to see ourselves as others see us. Good to see you've got your mobility back. Stay in touch, eh?
See you? You look just like my ex-husband.
Which one?
All of them. Every last one was a...
Has anybody ever told you you have the most marvellous daddies?
What did you say? That is completely out of order.
Sweetheart, you know your trouble.
What?
You're too good for this world. You've never been understood.
Do you mean that? Or are you just being...
I'm Jamesie. I'm here to help.
There is nothing like a Burns night for bringing us Scots together, is there? I'll tell you, it's only people who don't know who they are that fight about their nationality. Speaking personally, I know exactly who and what I am. I'm a quivering alky jelly that's dying for a swally. God. Oh, I miss a drink. Call me a romantic, but see a gent urinal to me. It's like a Madeline was to Proust. The magical gateway to a lost kingdom of wild nights, fuddled days, trysts and closes, fights in alleyways, guilt, ecstasy, chips, head wounds, and dainty motorway pirouettes in the fast lane of the M8. Every pint a pit stop in the relentless flight from boredom. To live, to have erections.
Rab, well, you catch me at an unguarded moment. There's been an incident.
An incident? What kind of incident?
Rab, please don't invite me to be indelicate.
So will you phone me?
Of course.
Bastard!
Yes, I have just had a militant feminist doggy style. Oh, life doesn't get any better than that.
Lipstick.
All right, I mean, she was a growler, but I done it for Scotland.
That's not what an ugly bird can do for you. Ask instead what you can do for an ugly bird.
Right. I see. But I don't want another Hackett dwarf on my CV, so keep this to yourself, right?
Oh, you can depend on me. Flacido Domingo.
Rab. It's all right, I don't want sex. I'm worried about this Albaclean deal. It's not turning out the way Ella and I thought it would. I wondered if maybe you would cast your eye over it for us.
Oh, see, you want my help now, do you? After you stood there no saying a word while that tweed-soaked, tartan-skirted bam got tore right into me.
Oh, that's not fair.
Oh, gee, you want fair now all of a sudden, do you? No way, lady. You made your scratcher matter, Harry. Away through and lying it.
Aye, all right. Hell of a low voice for a eunuch, haven't you? I'm bloody gone. Awfully good of you to see us at such short notice. We've just come hot foot from scouring out a council flat in Perrylee following a bereavement.
Lovely wee dog, Rusty. Refused to leave his master's side after he died of a stroke.
Oh, what a shame. I hope he's being well looked after.
Yes, he's with the Angels now, since the grime team fired a bolt through his forehead.
All's well that ends well, then, eh? So, you had a chance to consider my offer?
Oh, well, yes, that's just it. You see, we thought that you were offering us a job. We thought that at long last we would have security of employment.
But it seems that you want to buy us out and make us redundant.
No. Let me clear that up for you. You see, we're a young company, but we value experience. In fact, we value it so much that we put it in a special box and keep it well outside the building. And that's where you'll be. In a special box, well outside the building. We call it the kennel for short. I think you'll like it there.
What if we don't?
Well, you know what they say. Onwards and upwards. You could always join wee Rusty in pet heaven. How does that sound? Woof, woof.
What did you get up to last night?
Nothing, Rab. I was overwhelmed by depression. There's a clinical name for it.
Lying on the couch with a box of celebrations.
That's the one. I'm a martyr to it.
You all right?
No. In fact, I was just telling Rab here that we were...
That's it. You've had your moment in the sun.
Sorry, Rab.
About last night.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, when I...
Hush by, compadre.
You mean you gave your word? You didn't tell them?
Tell them what? Unlike you, I am discreet.
What can I get you, Jamesie?
Just the usual.
Jamesie.
Hi.
I'm all out of wee fat feminists. Would a sexually ambivalent turnip day?
Mr. McClure.
Sit down.
Oh, thanks very much.
What can I do for you?
Well, you're in the cleaning business, so I thought you might be able to clean that up for a start.
I really don't see what the problem is. I cut your wife a sweetheart deal.
No, you didn't. You called her a Doug. You cut her a growler deal.
Well, perhaps my manner was a tad brusque. Let me explain the figures to you.
Don't bother. I've been in social security for 32 years. I'm practically a trained accountant.
It's a straightforward contract. I simply absorb your wife's company, the House Mice, into my own company, Albaclean.
Oh, aye, and take all her clients with you. A client list she has worked bloody hard to build up.
Yes, and in return, she gets an attractive package of shares based on target-driven incentives over the next 3 years.
Oh, I've seen your target-driven incentives. Listen, my wife would have to clean lavies from here to Mumbai, and she'd still make more money slipping her hand in the back of your living room couch at home.
Well, I'm sorry that your wife will no longer be able to keep you in the manner to which you've become accustomed. However, there is a recession on.
Oh, there is that. And don't bullying shyster bastards like you just love it.
Let me show you the door.
What for? I've seen doors before. My house has got walls and ceilings and everything. All right. Look, I'm sorry I shouldn't have called you names. I apologise.
You know, there was a time when a Scots education was the finest in the world. And with the right political will, God willing, those days will return.
Well, until that happy day dawns, and I stand before you with my Janet and John reader in one hand and my slate board and chalk in the other, may I leave you with another memento from Scotland's glorious past.
And what would that be?
Ooh! Hope my manner wasn't too brusque for you. Life was simpler in the old days, wasn't it? Nowadays, they'd probably make me wear a safety helmet before they let me nut somebody. You know, was it Burns that said, life is an uphill gallop from the cradle to the grave?
That's nice, Rab. That's nice.
Not a wee footer with a woman for easing your depression and the seasonal melancholy, is there?
Oh, it's good to be caressed, isn't it, Rab?
Such is a vitamin, Mary. You get emotional scurvy if we're denied it.
Don't stop. I need my 5 a day.
You know, Jeremy Patchman said that Burns wrote worthless doggerel, which actually makes Jeremy and I brothers in affliction, doesn't it? Because I've got knackered knackers and he's obviously got 10 years. But don't you worry, Jeremy, don't you worry. There'll always be a very special place for you in Scotland, oh yes. When the recession's over, Paxo, and we're looking for a new great chieftain of the pudding race, we'll be in touch, boy. I'll tell you, the job is yours.
Beat it!
And Rab C. Nesbitt continues on Thursday at 10 to 11. Next tonight, stay with us for more from the Winter Olympics.
Beat it! Happy 60th, Jamesie. What do you think?
Oh, delightful. But it's next week.
Oh, is it? Oh, well, it's the thought that counts, isn't it?
Well, what's the thought? Let's give Jamesie a singing tombstone.
Oh, you don't miss a bloody touchy. I'll be 60 myself one day.
I'm no 60. Do you need to keep saying it? Do I keep saying to you what's it like you have a beer can in front of you again?
Ah, it might be in front of me, boy, but I'm not drinking it.
How no?
You know fine well how no, because the doctor said I'd be dead within 6 months if I started again.
No, don't be so negative. The glass is always half full. What he's saying is that you've got 6 months good drinking time left in your liver before you croak. Anyway, at your age, what the hell are you saving it up for?
Listen, see one sip of that could unleash hell, boy. I could end up God knows where or when. That's no a tin of beer, you know. That's actually a ring-pool TARDIS. What are you doing now?
Time was there'd be a surprise fiver in it.
Time was there was more in my pocket than just my balls. But there you are. I'm as skint as you are, which doesn't matter, seeing as how we're going to be stuck here doing that wee message for Camille.
Oh, do we have to?
Well, there's only us, isn't there? The lassies are at a duster conference in Rue. Anyway, it's just a wee bit of babysitting. It'll only take a couple of hours.
Rab, Jamesie, you can come in. She's ready. Right. I've fed her, cleaned her, told her a wee story and put her down, so with any luck she'll sleep right through. Right, oh, if she wakens up in pain, that's her liquid morph bottle right here, OK? The doctor says with the stage she's at, just give her as much as she wants.
I don't like this. She should be in a hospice where she can be humanely ignored to dolphin tapes.
I'm not going into a hospice. No way.
I know that, Mags. I think that answers your question. No hospital, no hospice. She wants to die in her own home.
I can hear you. My ears are fine.
She doesn't like us whispering. She thinks we're plotting against her.
I hate old critters. They give me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, stop that. I mean, say something to her. Go on, speak to her.
I'm all right. Right. Greetings. We are Govan wasters. We come in peace.
I know that fate. Satan. Begone, Satan.
Oh, don't you worry. Satan goes soon. Satan head up bonkers to late night singles club. Satan score with damaged single mother with father issues. Soon Satan happy as man with 2 cocks.
Have you finished?
Aye, all right. She's 100 terminally ill, but she had that coming.
Right, home helps are here most days, and the overnight charities send a night nurse whenever they can. We're in luck tonight.
So's nursing. I've had a body wax.
Right, they're due here at 9. It's 7 o'clock now, so that leaves a 2-hour window where you pair come in. Do you think you can hack it?
Oh, no bother. We've come in loads of windows in our time.
It is all.
When will you go in?
Thanks, Rab. I've got to go and get the overnight bus to see the bastard. His scaffolding fell on his leg, so he can't come and see the vein. I don't know how to thank you both.
Well, mate, thank us singly then, eh? Two's up at the City Inn. You game?
Happy 60th, Jamesie.
It's next week.
Cheerio, boys. Cheerio, Mags.
And don't come back.
Enjoy.
Day 1 in the big Maggie house. Maggie is morphine from arsehole to Complan breakfast time. Rab is sitting in a chair that reeks of Dettol. And Jamesie has slipped away for a moment of privacy. The dirty bastard.
Alec? Is that you, Alec?
Alec? Who the hell's Alec?
Alec?
Must be her man. What the hell? That makes her happy, you know. It's me! It's Alec!
We've been together a long time now. Haven't we, Alec?
Oh, aye, we have that. When was it we got married again?
What?
Remember the cake, the confetti, all the friends and relatives are smiling for the photo?
Alec's a bloody canary.
A canary? Oh, aye, but he's a talking canary, isn't he? Who's a pretty boy? Who's a pretty boy?
I know you ugly bastard. All the same, you're like the rest of them. You tell me lies. Oh.
Oh. Big and hairy yet sensual to the touch.
Are you all right?
Who the hell are you?
Central Control. Are you okay?
Oh, I pulled a ring chain. Yeah, this suit isn't mine, you know. I found it under a sink. Are you watching me?
How? What were you doing?
That's none of your business.
Wanker.
I heard that.
Help!
Ah.
Jamesie! Help!
Some nurse, you. I leave you for 5 minutes, I come back, you're trying to hump the invalid.
Honey, I'm not trying to hump the invalid, I'm trying to get her on the pole.
Oh, I want the toilet.
I know you want the toilet. We're trying to get you on the toilet. Come on, help me.
No me. I'm not going near that old effort.
That old effort? That old effort is a human being, just like you. Well, maybe not just like you, you walking gland that you are. Help me! Help me, Class, or I swear to God, there'll be 2 people on morphine this very night.
Don't dare that way.
Oh, God. What do you mean?
You're hurting her. Put her down.
All right. OK, smart-ass. What do we do here?
First, we're going to make a slip sheet.
A slip sheet?
Aye. We're going to work as a team. You put her legs together and roll her onto your side. Just there.
All right, I'm going to do it.
Right,
all right. On you go, that's that.
You fold up the sheet.
Fold up what, this sheet?
Aye.
Hey, hold on.
Right. OK. Other side, same thing.
Oh, I'm with you. Right, you're okay, man, you're okay. Oh, there you go.
Now, barrel her round.
Are you just going for a wee barrel?
Fear not, it's I, your old pal Satan. You and me are going to dance cheek to cheek. Here, once, and in there, right. OK. Now, the count of 3, we're going to stone up. 1, 2,
60.
Shut up! Oh, dear. Oh, gosh, right, come on. Pull her drawers down. What? Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not touching a woman's drawers.
Oh, that'll be a first.
Just there, will you?
Mission control to flight. Drawers down. We have a free-to-pee situation.
Right, oh,
right. I never thought I'd ever say this, but well done, Jamesie.
Oh, way to go, Houston.
Son,
What?
I can't go. Going to pick me back?
Oh, fuck.
All right, come on. Spit it out. Where do you learn how to do that?
What?
What do you mean, what? You don't find well what? The slip sheet?
Oh, who cares? We're at time. When's this bloody nurse coming?
There's no shame in it, you know.
What?
Opening up. You're just being anally retentive. Throw open they wee pink cheeks of yours and take a brisk walk round the room.
Stuff I just don't like to talk about. Especially when Joe stone dead there's in full voice. Anyhow, what's it to you? We don't talk the way we used to talk ever since you cleaned up.
That's not true.
Right. we're friends, right? So, do you mind if I speak abusively to you?
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, no offence, but you're a boring bastard. What respect? All this godshite has just drained the life right out of you.
Ah, that's just garbage.
Religion is the price you pay for being clean.
Might I remind you that if it wasn't for religion, I would be speaking to you from an urn up the memorial plot in bloody Craigton Cemetery.
Or the same.
Listen, I gave up the drink for 2 reasons. One was Bernie, God rest him, and the other was you and Mary.
Oh, you're no still holding that against me.
Holding that against you? It was adultery, for God's sake.
Oh, don't get all ecclesiastical. It can't be adultery. I'm your mate.
What does that make it?
Friendly fire. This just proves my point. Not only were you a failure as a husband, requiring myself to step in and furnish Mary with the caring poacher she craved, you're also a failure as a friend.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you call yourself religious, but you don't even have the decency, nay, the Christian charity, to forgive me, a lifelong friend, medically disabled, suffering gamely from chronic sex addiction, for slipping your wife a comfort wand. Well, I'm sorry, Rab, but if anybody should be aggrieved in this whole sorry business, it's me.
Oh, I can't help it. I'm Scottish, that's the way I think. Maybe if we had been continental, well, maybe it wouldn't have mattered so much. Maybe it wouldn't have been an issue.
Right, exactly. I mean, in Paris, a bloke goes to a friend's house for supper. He'll say, Mon ami, what an elegant home you have. Oh, I adore your Louis XVI writing desk. And your inlaid walnut bureau is divine. And by the way, your wife's no half a ride. Would you mind if I wheeked off her peenie and gave her in pretty posure while she's out o'er the sink peeling these pomfrets? You see, Rabbits? Well, that's how sophisticated people conduct affairs. But that's not what you did. No. What did you go and do?
I slugged you the napper with a buckfast ball.
Voila! Banjoed by the buck, which is fast. Most untoward.
Aye, well. Maybe if I'd been a wee bit more sophisticated, I could have pulled up a chair and watched.
Rab, if you'd played your cards right, you could have joined in. That's how much you mean to me. Rab, what? Did you think I would leave you crying when this would...
You finish that song.
I'll kill you. Hey, all right. But let's put this to bed. If you'll pardon the pun. Rab.
What?
I apologise. Is it accepted?
Well, what's done is done. You've got to forgive in this life. Otherwise you end up damaging yourself.
So true, mon ami. Rab?
What now?
I'm going to say something to you that I've never said to any other man. Except once, at a small cash sum in a Jed's convenience in Ridley. Would you like a cuddle?
A what?
A man cuddle. You know, like a forgiveness cuddle. Like the young ones doing at telly.
A cuddle? I never cuddled my own mother, let alone you.
Well, it's never too late to start.
It is as far as my mother's concerned. She's been dead 10 years. All right, let's do it.
Thanks, Rab.
Too close. Getting heat.
Boy.
Sorry, Rab.
Boy!
Oh, God. What is that?
You never cuddled her?
What?
You never cuddled your own mother?
Oh, don't blame us. There was no place for touchy-feelies where we grew up.
Ah, bloody right. Our lives were speeded up. We got married at 10. And there were midlife crisis at puberty.
Swines lawyers.
Where is this bloody nurse got to? This place is doing me in.
Son, Claire. Son, you, come here.
Just call me Satan. Keep it simple. What is it?
You know how to make a slip sheet. Who was it that wasn't well? Your mammy?
Aye. And she was bedridden for months. I did everything for that woman. And all I got was dog's abuse. Never again, I said to myself, never again will Jamesie Cotter trust a woman. Oh, don't get me wrong. I will poacher yous, yes. I will transport yous to the heights of sexual ecstasy, certainly. But never will I give an unpeeled Donald Duck for your welfare ever again. What are you asking for? Do you need to go to Lavie again?
After that speech, I wouldn't dare.
That was the all night nurses.
And?
Well, there's none available. They're all out on duty.
Out? So what happens now?
Well, we happen to us. We happen. There's nobody else, just us.
Just us? What is this, Rourke's drift? I'm sorry, Rab. This is not what I signed up for.
All right. Away you go. I can't blame you.
I've done my bit. 2 years. That's what you said.
All right. If what you're looking for here, a papal dispensation, bugger off. Away you go, your excused duty.
Right?
Here, son. If you're going out, would you get me some?
What?
A fish supper. Please, I could murder one.
Listen, hen, you can't have a fish supper. Your stomach wouldn't take it.
A fish supper and a bowl of cream soda. Oh, please, son. There's money in the safe.
You've got a safe?
A Govan safe.
To your shoe?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Thanks, son. Thanks a lot.
Lobby. What have you got?
Oh, well. 3 pence. And a crumpled napkin which could tell you an unsavoury story. You?
12, 13 crumbs and a bent chocolate doubloon.
We're Barasic. We'll need to tell her.
We can't tell her, for God's sake. This is a dying woman's last request. What are we going to do? Is that a tiger suit there?
Aye. I found it under the sink. It was mopping up a leaky pipe. I think it'd be like a cat woman there, of course. How? No. I've got my dignity, no, Rab. Excuse me. I am collecting on behalf of the Govan branch of Dignitas. We aim to provide a noble end for the terminally ill. We give them a fish supper and a bottle of cream soda. Then we batter them to death with the empty. Today's sponsored suicide is Piers Morgan.
Oh, you, Lion King. Where are you going with the dinner? Your cubs are right here.
Ah, see, look, no offence, big man, but gonna no rollers. Sherry chips is for an old dying woman. Jeez, oh.
I've heard some shabby shite for some guys trying to stop getting their heads panned in. But I would scrapes the barrel. You're a disgrace, man.
You sure you trust me with this liquor stuff?
Oh, pour away. You're certainly an ugly bastard. Don't think you're a modern one.
Aye, very good. Here, open. That's it. Swell.
What's he coming back with the chips? Think he'll be here.
Okay. He'll be here.
To smell that smell. Just one last time. To have the taste of happy times at the back of my throat. Oh, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Come on, champ. Pick yourself up. You've still got your pride.
Are you really married?
Strange as it may seem. Yes.
She your first love?
My first love? Are you kidding? That's the point you're saying, love, innit? To remind you of your first. Hold on here. Listen, you're old and torn-faced. I'm middle-aged and torn-faced. Do you really want to get stickied up and roll about in the nostalgia midden here?
I'm not going anywhere. And if you bore me, I'll just sit in the commode and break the monotony.
All right, well, I must have been about 12. It was the swinging 60s. So-called because hanging was still popular. I knew you'd like that. Anyway, it was the school dance. I had been on nettles for weeks because the fourth dance on the card was a lady's excuse me. You know, that's the one where the birds get to pick their partners.
I know what an excuse me is. Was they born with blue hair?
All right. You want to hear this story, or do you know? Well, shut up then. So anyway, as the card moved towards the fourth dance, I concocted a master plan. I would go and hang about the corner where all the frumps was. You know, all the ugly birds. You know, the ones with the kind of droopy frocks and the Anne Frank haircuts, because, well, I figured, well, it'd be better to be picked by a grunter than no be picked at all, you know. Hello, Netta, says I. That's a lovely frock you've got on. Oh, and these sequins is beautiful. Did you sew them on yourself? Says she. There are no sequins. They're actually chicken pox scabs. As the Cayley band struck up for the fourth dance, I sat back down. Waited my fate. When out the corner of my eye, I saw this wee bangled wrist reaching out to me. The ugly bastard, the waster, the wanker. A wee bangled wrist. Well, lassie in the India. And I will tell you this. See, before our eyes even met, I was in love. I was in love with a sheer bloody gratitude.
Honey, I'm home.
Well, you took your bloody time. What happened to your fizzer?
I was three of them. I mean, I banjoed two of them, the other one ran away.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes.
We are the chip cherubs.
Hold them under her nose. Let her have a good sniff.
Oh, she likes him, Rab, eh?
Oh, well, she would. Eh? Chips are Govan roses, aren't they, hen?
Oh, lovely.
You've had a bad day today. You'll have a better day tomorrow.
Mora.
Rab, I don't like this. It brings back memories.
What kind of memories?
They kind of memories. This is how I missed the school dance, you know.
Hey, John, it's garbage. You were at the school dance?
No, I wasn't. I was looking after my mother. She had the big C.
Oh, you can't say that here. That would just be indelicate. You have to think of another word for it, you know. Another word beginning with C. A code word.
Cucumber.
What kind of cucumber did your mother have?
Long cucumber.
Oh, that's hellish. Did it spread?
Aye. It's all over her body. She ended up with celery at her colon, carrot at her pancreas and liver. She was just a shriveled side salad by the time she went.
That's it. Job done.
Just like that. While we were talking.
Just like that. That's life, innit? These reruns. The highlights package on Sky. Blink. It's game over. I don't know about you, but I'm drained. Fancy a cup of tea?
You kidding? I've got a bowl of beer somewhere.
Look at this state. You'd think they'd been out all night. What a message to give to our young people. And at their age, too.
For your information, I am 58 and he is 60. Next week. Next week. Now, if you'd be so kind, would you please beat that? There we are. Life in the mangy old bastard yet, eh? Well, good health.
And that was the final episode of Rab and Mary. Wales take on France in the Six Nations Rugby tomorrow at 7:30 here on BBC HD. And coming up next tonight, it's the Winter Olympics.